Let's call to order the workshop meeting for October 18th, 2022 at 5 p.m. Clerk, call the roll, please.
Councilmember Scoviat?
Here.
Councilmember Bamanto? Here. Councilmember Stoyl? Here. Councilmember Nichols?
Here.
Councilmember at-large D'Amico?
Here. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay, communication from the mayor, including disapproval message from the mayor. Communication from the public and petitions.
Number one, prior written notice from Yvette Tucker of 47 West 7th Street regarding a tree with branches scraping against her house and intertwined in cable lines.
Any discussion, council?
Number two, request from the cadets of the Dunkirk Secondary School JROTC program to do a beach cleanup at Point Gratiot at the Dunkirk Historical Lighthouse on November 4, 2022 from 10 a.m. until 1:30 p.m.
Any discussion, council?
Yeah, Dave, I think you're gonna have to ask the historical, the lighthouse guys for permission for that cleanup. I mean, us for the point, but
Yeah, I would say they should have permission from the lighthouse if they're going to go on their property.
Can I add something?
Yeah.
When I was
Immunization clinic.
Okay.
And there's also a letter from the Humane Society explaining what they're going to be doing on the 22nd or the 23rd of October. Pretty much receipt and filed on both of those, I would imagine.
And then you just read them under new business.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Thank you. Nothing else on the new business? Can I have a motion to adjourn?
Joe.
I got Stoyl, and a second by Nichols.
Councilmember Scoviat?
Aye.
Councilmember Bamanto? Aye. Councilmember Stoyl? Aye. Councilmember Nichols? Aye. Councilmember at-large D'Amico?
Aye, we're adjourned.
Each you are, and they put a big
All right, let's call to order the regular meeting, October 18th, 2022. It is 5:30 PM. Clerk, call the roll, please.
Councilmember Lescoviac.
Here.
Councilmember Bamanto.
Here.
Councilmember Stoyl.
Here.
Councilmember Nichols.
here.
Councilmember at-large D'Amico.
Here. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America
And to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Okay, certification of the prior meeting.
This is to certify that an official copy of the minutes of the Common Council meeting of Tuesday, October 4, 2022 was presented to the mayor on Tuesday, October 11, 2022. Pursuant to Section 3.03 of the Dunkirk City Charter, all items presented to the mayor are now in full force and effect. In witness whereof I have here to set my hand on the seal of the city of Dunkirk, New York, this 18th day of October, 2022.
Can I have a motion to dispense with the reading of the minutes?
So moved.
I have Nichols with a second by Lescoviac.
Councilmember Lescoviac.
Aye.
Councilmember Bamanto.
Aye.
Councilmember Stoyl.
Aye.
Councilmember Nichols.
Aye.
Councilmember at-large D'Amico.
Aye. Carried. Reading of the privilege of the floor regulations.
The privilege of the floor shall be extended to any person appearing for themselves, in which case that individual shall be limited to 3 minutes, and to any person representing a group who shall be limited to 5 minutes. When recognized, please stand and state your name and address. The city clerk shall have the duty of maintaining such time limits, and the councilman at large may determine in his discretion whether individuals are speaking for themselves or representing groups. Councilman at large D'Amico shall maintain good order and may require any speaker to cease speaking if remarks are made in bad taste, are slanderous, or non-germane to any action taken or contemplated by council. The time limits specified shall be strictly adhered to, except that a speaker may be allowed to complete a statement or thought started before such time has expired.
The floor is open. Would anyone like to speak? Okay, going once, twice, 3 times. Privilege of the floor is now closed. Communication from the mayor, including disapproval messages. Mayor?
Mr. Chairman, I just have one quick announcement. There will be a trick-or-treating event on October 31st, Halloween Day. We'd like to invite all the community residents to come out and enjoy. There'll be trick-or-treating inside City Hall in the offices, and it should be a fun event.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, communication from the public in petitions, number 1.
Number 1, prior written notice from Yvette Tucker of 47 West 7th Street regarding a tree with branches scraping against her house and intertwined in cable lines.
Any communication, council? Can I have a motion to refer to legal and DPW?
So moved.
Nichols,
Second.
second by Lescoviac.
Councilmember Lescoviac.
Aye.
Councilmember Bamanto.
Aye.
Councilmember Stoyl.
Aye.
Councilmember Nichols.
Aye.
Councilmember at-large D'Amico.
Aye, carried.
Number 2, request from the cadets of the Dunkirk Secondary School JROTC program to do a beach cleanup at Point Gratiot and at the Dunkirk Historical Lighthouse on November 4, 2022 from 10 a.m. until 1:30 p.m.
Any discussion, council?
Yes, Councilman. I was just wondering if on November 4th it proved to be not cleanup ready for with the weather, if they had selected a different date. That was my only suggestion.
Was there a rain date?
Yes.
Okay, so they do have a rain date.
Okay.
Okay, with that being said, I need a motion to refer to the appropriate departments as approval, subject to the appropriate insurances and usual conditions.
Nichols.
Nichols, second by Stoyl.
Councilmember Lescoviac.
Aye.
Councilmember Bamanto.
Aye.
Councilmember Stoyl.
Aye.
Councilmember Nichols.
Aye.
Councilmember at-large D'Amico.
Aye, carried.
Number 3, request from the Lakeshore Humane Society to have Officer Dietzen and Gunny from the Dunkirk Police Department to lead the annual Pat McGee Memorial Dog Walk on Sunday, October 23rd, 2022, starting from the Humane Society at 431 East Chestnut Street at approximately 10:30 a.m. and at 11:30 a.m.
Any discussion, council? Chief, any issues?
I'll do it for them every year, we're gonna take care of it.
Okay, so I just need a motion to refer to Chief Ortolano. Got a motion by Stoyl, seconded by Mamano.
Councilmember Lescoviac.
Aye.
Councilmember Bamanto.
Aye.
Councilmember Stoyl.
Aye.
Councilmember Nichols.
Aye.
Councilmember at-large D'Amico.
Aye, carried. Reports of standing committees, boards, and commissions. Councilwoman Leskoviak.
Yes, I wanted to say that the next Economic Development Committee meeting is Monday, November 8th at 4 p.m. in the Mayor's Conference Room at City Hall. The principal topic will be how Dunkirk can become a Tree City USA, if possible. This will open opportunities for extra funding, perhaps to rid all of the dead ash trees. Secondly, a few of the city's business district owners reached out to me regarding the seagulls nuisance we have there on the business rooftops on 3rd and 4th Streets. So I called the New York State Department of Environmental Conservation and was referred to the USDA Wildlife Services, which they came to visit on the 12th. They were very informative and helpful. Until we can, however, until we can create a business industrial district for these businesses, the USDA Wildlife Services will be helping with this problem directly with the owners. It was asked at the meeting about the city's uninviting geese population we have at the Memorial Park and its walkway. They informed us there is a solution they offer, a free grant in fact, for which they have put our city on the list for. More information on that in the next year. They have assured us, and it is good to know, our municipality is not the only one by far with these nuisances. And Mayor, I have a question. Is there anything being planned to address the layoffs that will occur at the end of this year?
Yes, there is. We are in the process of planning for a major job fair here in the city of Dunkirk. We have connected with several different partners. There will be a press release coming out soon on that. We're not ready to put that press release out as of yet. We have a couple of different partners that have yet to confirm. But we are working on a major job fair here in the city of Dunkirk, sponsored by the city of Dunkirk.
Okay. Thank you. That will be all.
Thank you. Councilman Bomano.
Yes, I just have a couple recreation things. Rec coordinator Ryan Hall sent me some texts, and he wanted me to let people know that the rec center is opening Monday, December 12th, with practices and reservations on other activities, so you can do that now if you want to. Also, the Flag Football League, the men's league, is going in this weekend. They play on Sunday mornings at the Dunkirk High on the turf field. Their playoffs are starting this Sunday, and they're doing something new this year. Their championship game is October 3rd at 6 p.m. That's a Sunday also. And they're going to do it under the lights with the permission from the school. So that's something they never did before. That's the partnership that the city of Dunkirk has with the school district. And I remember going Mayor Rose's back in 2016 when we met with Mr. Cerny, who was the superintendent back then. We made all these arrangements, and we worked together, and even with the new superintendent and some new school board, and we have to thank them all for continuing to do that, and we helped them out with a lot of things too, so we work together. So, thank you very much for that, and that'll be exciting. And everyone have a safe and happy Halloween. That's it.
Thank you. Councilman Stoyl.
Yeah, as chairman of the Public Safety Committee, I want to publicly acknowledge our police chief and his police department. Recently they held, and believe me, there's a neighbor right out there that is a happy camper. He gets a new street and a drug raid. So these fellas, combined departments, knocked the hell out of the doors, came back. And Chief, I'm very proud of you. And your guys.
It's a concerted effort between ourselves, the Sheriff's Office, and Jamestown Police Department. In the last year, we have brought all of our drug task force into one, and it's working very well. As you all can tell, we've been doing a drug house a month here. We're trying to. So it worked out great. I am very happy that we could take care of the issue on Upper Deer Street. I know it's been a problem. I apologize that it takes sometimes longer than the residents want it to take. And I also want to thank the residents up there for their assistance. It's a perfect example of how the community works together to get the information we need to shut these places down. And they sent us a party pizza and 50 chicken wings. on Friday afternoon because they were so happy that we finally gave them their neighborhood back. I'm glad we could do that for them. And my message to the other ones out there that want to do this in our neighborhoods is just watch out because we might be knocking your door in next.
Yeah, and I mean, they did, it was precision work. A lot of people haven't seen the big truck. And when the big truck comes rolling to your front door, you better be faster than our fellas. So again, congratulations, Chief. I'm proud of you. I know the whole council is proud of you. The mayor is, I know, is proud of you. And keep up the good work. I try to explain to people, like you just did, it's not an overnight thing.
And I also appreciate the mayor, the city administration, and the council for working with us and giving us the tools and resources we need to do this job as well. So thank all of you.
Yeah, I've been working for Dave for a little over 3 years now. And when I received a call, I've never heard a man happier in my life than Dave was, which makes for a good weekend. Thanks again, Dave.
You're very welcome. Thank you.
That's it.
Thank you. Councilwoman Nichols.
Just as to add on to what Judge said is that if you're doing something wrong, don't worry, you will get caught. With fall on us, I just want to remind residents to please do not rake your leaves into the street. It is hazardous for driving. It clogs up the receivers. Either place them in clear plastic bags or barrels. And I don't know if we've pulled out the leaf machine yet.
We're basically waiting for the leaves to fall and we'll figure out a schedule and we'll put that out to the public.
Okay. The DPW department will do a press release as to when leaf collection within the city will be taking place. And I'm sure we'll do something so that it's on the radio as well, so that residents do know that. Mike or Randy, can you explain that culvert work that was being done behind the stadium in First Ward?
Yeah, that's a project we've been working on for a while with Chautauqua County Soil and Water. That's Hyde Creek through there. They're going through, they're removing all the overgrowth and invasive species. There will be replacing both culverts with box culverts. After they're done, they'll do plantings back along there, and basically the areas around Rabbit Street and that, we're having a lot of backup on the creeks during storms, and this will take care of all those issues.
And an update on the Wi-Fi throughout the city?
Wi-Fi project is very, very close to completion. Point Gratiot is all set. The last piece, Wright Park is all set. Washington Park is all set. We have a few pieces of the puzzle to put in around Memorial Park, and then everything will be all up and running and all connected along the bike path.
And from our workshop, not on camera that, but an update on the lighting situation, on getting our poles put back up with the street lights.
Just still waiting on arms. I imagine we should have them any day now, and they'll be put up as soon as we get them.
Okay. Chief Ortolano, more and more people are either parking on the right-of-way between the sidewalk and the street or right on their front yard, and it's becoming almost an epidemic of that. How can that be curtailed?
They're between the sidewalk and the curb. We can write them a parking ticket in violation of that section of parking in the city code. If they're between the sidewalk and their house, it's a building and zoning violation.
So both places are in violation of something, and this is, I don't think people are understanding that they just can't pull up and pull in front of their house and park their vehicle or park between the sidewalk unless they have gotten special permission from the department prior to, and those people know who they are.
There are exemptions, and we do have a list of exemptions that have been allowed by zoning and planning board. But if someone sees that, they're welcome to call the station. We'll send a car and we'll tag it. Our guys do tag them when they see them. Our guys and girls do. If someone sees it, call in and we'll send a car over and we'll tag it.
Okay, and I just have one more. Mayor, I have a better solution to, instead of hiring a landscaper for our medium projects down there with the flowers and everything. And if we had somebody from DPW, Andy Bone could do it, is to take pictures of what the existing project looks like right now. Therefore, they could look at it in the spring or when it does start to get filled in with unwanted weeds and everything, that they could, our superb Parks Department could take care of it for themselves, by themselves, because they do such an excellent job. I've talked to Jason, Randy, and Mike are both in agreement that would be a less costly way to go on it. That was just a suggestion.
Mayor?
I know you're going to come back at me with something.
Thank you. I can tell you that, again, a decision has been made to bring in a professional landscaping company that can also offer training to our guys so that we actually know what the expectation is to maintain it. So I'll meet with the department head and we'll come up with the best program that's cost effective.
Okay, but to guide them along as well in the meantime, and I know it would be a great help to revitalize Dunkirk to know that our guys are willing and able. And my other concern is if these plants do survive the winter out there with the snow and the salt trucks coming by when they push things over, because I know some of those plants are not too liking have salt sprinkled on them from the trucks when it melts and kills the plants. But if they don't succeed and don't live through the winter there, the ones that do could possibly be moved someplace else. I know Jason and the crew did a remarkable job at Memorial Park last year when he trimmed the undergrowth of the pine trees down there. It was like he was an actual landscaper himself. Thank you.
Mr. Chairman, just a quick response to that is that the engineering that goes on behind these projects is very extensive. If they're to put and plant plants that can't deal with the environment, then boy, are we doing things the wrong way. I just want to let you know that the engineering that was done behind this was done by New York State Department of Transportation. The city of Dunkirk was not the first community to have this plan. Thank you.
Okay. Okay, I don't have anything. Let's move on to...
I've been asked to make an announcement.
Sure.
Yes.
I was asked to inform our public that there's a free rabies immunization clinic sponsored by the City of Dunkirk, Town of Dunkirk, and the Chautauqua County Department of Health for cats, dogs, and domestic ferrets. Saturday, October 29, 2022, from 8 a.m. until 11 a.m. Dunkirk City Streets Department, 19 West Lucas Avenue. In Dunkirk, you must pre-register for the clinic. There is a website. Information is available here at City Hall. The deadline is the day of the event. And what you need to pre-register your dog's name, address, and animal information. Animals must be at least 3 months old to receive their first rabies vaccination shot. You'll be given an appointment time to arrive at the clinic. Bring previous rabies vaccinations record to the clinic to receive a 3-year vaccination. The Chautauqua County Department of Health has put out a telephone number, 716-753-4567. And the clinic requirements: people and pets will stay in the vehicle. Animal handlers will transport pets from vehicle to veterinarian for vaccination. Dogs must be on a leash. Small dogs may be in carriers. Cats must be in a container. For further information, you can call my office, 716-366-0452.
Thank you.
Thank you, Edwin.
Okay, let's move on to unfinished business.
We have none, sir.
Let's go to pre-filed resolutions, 84.
Number 84, resolution authorizing renewal agreement with New York State Unified Court System, April 1st, 2022 till March 31st, 2023.
Any discussion, council? Clerk, call the roll.
Councilmember Lescoviac.
Aye.
Councilmember Bamanto.
Aye.
Councilmember Stoyl.
Aye.
Councilmember Nichols.
Aye.
Councilmember at-large D'Amico.
Aye, carried.
Number 85, resolution establishing 2022 Halloween trick-or-treat hours.
Any discussion, council?
Yes, any resident that does not want to participate with children trick-or-treating at their house, to please do not leave your porch light on.
Okay, clerk, call the roll.
Can I give the hours?
Sure. Four to seven.
So, establishing 2022 Halloween trick-or-treat hours, whereas the city of Dunkirk would like to establish a reasonable period to allow for safe and fun celebration of Halloween now, therefore be it resolved that house-to-house trick-or-treat hours in the city of Dunkirk on Halloween Monday, October 31st, 2022, shall be from 4 p.m. until 7 p.m.
Clerk, call the roll.
Yes, sir. Councilmember Lescoviac.
Aye.
Councilmember Bamanto.
Aye.
Councilmember Stoyl.
Aye.
Councilmember Nichols.
Aye.
Councilmember Elijah D'Amico.
Aye, carried.
Number 87, number 86, resolution authorizing budget line modifications for fiscal year 2022.
Any discussion, council? Clerk, call the roll.
Councilmember Lescoviac.
Aye.
Councilmember Bamanto.
Aye.
Councilmember Stoyl.
Aye.
Councilmember
Aye.
Nichols. Councilmember Elijah D'Amico.
Aye, carried.
Number 87, resolution authorizing renewal lease with Chautauqua County on behalf of Public Defender's Office.
Any discussion, council? Hearing none, clerk, call the roll, please.
Councilmember Lescoviac.
Aye.
Councilmember Bamanto.
Aye.
Councilmember Stoyl.
Aye.
Councilmember Nichols.
Aye.
Councilmember Elijah D'Amico.
Aye, carried. New business.
None, sir.
What, you got a letter?
Okay, one letter.
Okay.
This is from the Humane Society Incorporated. Dear Mr. Ramos, the Lakeshore Humane Society will be having its annual Pat McGee Memorial Dog Walk on Sunday, October 23rd, 2022. The dog walk will begin at 10:30 and last about an hour. The dog walk will follow the same route as last year. It will begin at the Lakeshore Humane Society Adoption Center and proceed west on East Chestnut Street to Serval Street, then north on Serval Street to Lakeshore Drive East, east on Lakeshore Drive to Stegowski Street, and south on Stegowski Street to the Adoption Center. I hope everybody got all that logistics. Okay, should you need more information, you have any questions, feel free to contact our treasurer. Oh, boy, okay, so, we got a phone number, 716-672-9892.
Thank you. Received and
You're
filed.
very welcome, sir.
Anything else under new business?
9892.
Hearing none, can I have a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Nichols, seconded by Stoyl.
Councilmember Lescoviac.
Aye.
Councilmember Bamanto.
Aye.
Councilmember Stoyl.
Aye.
Councilmember Nichols.
Aye.
Councilmember Elijah D'Amico.
Aye, we're adjourned. I'll get the next